An ominous sign, to say the least, but nonetheless very appropriate for this location. Welcome to the Daily Weekly Rat. I'm the Giant Rat, and this location where we're at today is a little different than what you're used to me bringing to you. Today for you is Thursday, March 5th. For me, it's a day back in time. We just dropped Mrs. Rat off at Dulles Airport. We're on our way back to Pennsylvania, but we've pulled over for a quick stop to take a look at something, tell a little bit of a story. An America 250 Lite, if you will. Thank you for joining me, whether you're on your couch, on the computer, on your phone, your tablet, game system, however you're watching me. Thank you. I appreciate it. We are standing at Gilbert's Corner Regional Park, the site of the Battle of Aldie. Hello, everyone. Future Rat here. I just wanted to chime in and apologize to the people of Aldie, Virginia, and people that actually understand what the right pronunciation of this area is. For whatever reason throughout the video, I thought that the pronunciation was Aldie, and it's Aldie. And it really bothers me that I didn't research that like I should have before I actually made the video. I didn't even think of it. I actually was calling it Aldie, but I had never heard of Aldie, Virginia, or the Battle of Aldie, so I never heard of Aldie either, but something happened in my brain that I connected everything and obviously a wrong way, and decided to call it Aldie. It is Aldie. So, like the grocery store, or at least how we say it here in central Pennsylvania, Aldie is the name of this area. So, again, I apologize to the residents there and historians and anyone else who may be offended. That was not my intention. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Just remember that when you hear me pronounce Aldie, I should have said Aldie, because that is the proper pronunciation. June 17th, 1863. Just 2 weeks before the Battle of Gettysburg, this quiet road was an absolute kill zone. Robert E. Lee's army was moving north behind those mountains in the distance. The Union cavalry was desperate to punch through this gap to find out exactly where he was going. Problem? A man named JEB Stuart. He and his Confederate troops were sitting here just waiting for an opportunity at a fight with the Union Army. His task: don't let anyone through and protect the advance of General Lee. It's amazing that right here on this field is a massive battle. And that's the thing about this section of Virginia. There is absolute history everywhere. All right, check this out. Check this out. Look at these stone walls. Today they just look like peaceful farm boundaries, but in 1863 these were used as breastworks. Confederate sharpshooters were tucked behind these stones, basically creating a gauntlet. Imagine being a Union cavalryman on a horse charging down this narrow road at full speed, and suddenly, crack! Volleys of fire coming from both sides. It was in the mid-90s on that day. The air was thick with smoke, and the fighting was so close that the men were swinging sabers and firing pistols at point-blank range, right down this narrow road. Again, you can see the stone. These were the very stones that were used by the Confederate soldiers. These fields, as you see them before us, were battlefields. They really didn't look that different from what they do right now. We're here at the first Massachusetts Monument, one of the most tragic spots in the entire battle. These guys were ordered to charge into a blind curve. They rode 4 abreast into this horrific ambush. They were trapped between walls and fences. They had nowhere to go. In just a few minutes of fighting, this one regiment lost nearly 2/3 of its men. One of the Union colonels that survived was captured here was Luigi Palma de Cesnola. He later received the Medal of Honor for his bravery on this day. And even though he ended up in a Confederate prison, he survived to become the first director of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It's just crazy that you can come here to Virginia and literally touch history. Now, just down the road is the Aldie Mill Historic Park. It's been here since 1807, which means the bore witness to all of this chaos. Even the gray ghost himself, John Mosby, was known to hang around and capture some of those wily Union soldiers wandering this way. This place is just amazing. Stories it could tell. Battle of Aldie ended in a draw, but it was the start of a 3-day fight that eventually led both armies into Pennsylvania. Stuart did his job. He kept the Union blind just long enough to allow Lee to cross the Potomac into enemy territory in the north. In the coming weeks, little did they know, the war was about to turn, and the bloodiest battle yet awaited. If I'm being honest, I have no idea if I'm even saying the name right of this area, this town, this battle. I don't know if it's Aldie or Aldie, but it's kind of pronounced like Aldie, so that's what I've been saying it as. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a school night, and the girls are with me tonight to drop Mrs. Rat off. So we're gonna get back on the road and head towards Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania. But this vlog and these sites are a reminder. History isn't just in big battles like Gettysburg. It's in places like this, in the stone, in the fences. The places like the old mills that we walk by and drive by every day. If you're on Route 50, pull over to Gilbert's Corner. Look at the map of the battlefield. The signs. Virginia's done a great job at preserving these spaces. take a trip to the 1st Massachusetts marker and look at this battlefield and look at this road and imagine what these men went through on this very bloody day. You'll never see this road the same. You'll never see Route 50 the same. You'll be driving into history. And now you understand a part of that history. Now, this isn't a full-blown America 250 episode. This is just part of the daily vlog, because what happened here didn't change the course of America. It didn't change the course of the world. So it's what I call America 250 Lite, kind of like the Iron King in Bellefonte and some of the other things that we've covered. Without this battle, the Civil War would have carried on. The end result probably would have been the same. But it's important that we tell these stories and that we remember the sacrifices that these men made. And we talk about how they were made and why they were made and where they were made. Visit these sites and we understand that this was a part of our American story. Thanks again for joining me. Dreams, grass, churros. See you tomorrow.